Welcome to the Morning Talk with Lenora. Morning Talk. Morning Talk with Lenora.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the Morning Talk with Lenora. It's Wednesday morning, and I'd like to wish you all a great hump day. It's still kind of cold, so which is kind of cool. You get to still kind of wear your winter stuff. So I'm on a hat kick right now, so pulled up my little brim this morning. I have an appointment I have to take care of, so I'll be leaving home wearing one of my things that I absolutely love, this necklace. Anyway, today I thought I would concentrate on one of my areas, which is chronic illness. And when you have a chronic illness, you this is what you live with. So therefore, you have to learn how to live with it. And some of the things you do to live with chronic illness, especially one like mine, which kind of robs you of your energy at times, there are some strategies to save time and energy. And I wanted to share some of those. And they help with completing daily tasks. And like for self-care activities in the bathroom. You would never even think about this because you kind of just do stuff when you don't have to deal with a chronic illness or a lack of energy. Like for instance, sitting in front of the sink when you're doing your hair and makeup and shaving, right? Because the sitting kind of conserves energy. So if you sit there and do it, you're conserving energy. You can use a long handle brush to clean your back and your feet. And I got a great one. It's really nice. I picked it up. It's good because, you got to get back there, And it feels so good to get that scratch in. One other thing is you could use, and I never even thought about the purpose. I just thought it was kind of cute. Wearing a terry cloth robe. That'll dry you instead of using towels to dry you. That'll save energy. You just put it on, it kind of sops up those, juices, water. Also little things like keeping your hair in an easy style saves energy and time. Another thing that, some people may be embarrassed about, but a raised toilet seat. Yeah, with safety rails because, as quiet as it kept, my synia fluctuates. And there are days when I feel like I got an S on my chest. But there are other days I feel real puny and I feel, like it's winning on that time. But, we have those moments. But a raised toilet seat will be there with rails for one of those days when you're not wearing your S. Because, it's kind of embarrassing, but I've fallen off of the toilet. I have, like in the middle of the night. Anyway, I got a little personal. Another thing that you can do is you can save energy when dressing. You gather all your things together before you get started. I do that anyway because, I got to figure out what I'm going to put on. And, because that's part of the joy of it, putting together an outfit. Sit down on a chair when you dress. It does, some people like, those are lazy things, but those are energy saving things for people who don't have a lot of energy. If you sit down and dress yourself. And then you dress your lower half first. Because it takes more energy because you're reaching further away. Who knew? The other thing is you can do is like when you put your underwear, you pull it up your knees and then you put on your pants, your shoes and your socks. So when you stand up, you have everything. You pull everything up and that's energy saving and time saving too. So if somebody's just merely in a rush, those are things you can do for the time. But for someone suffering with myasthenia or any energy robbing illness, those are energy saving tips. You wear front closure and loose fitting clothing. I mean, yeah, sometimes, it depends on the outfit. But, I'll save a little energy to fight into a cute shirt, I'm telling you I would. Now, they suggest wearing elastic waist clothes. It's helpful. I could see that. They're the easiest to manage because, fumbling with buttons and stuff like that, it's hard for anybody. They recommend slipping shoes, elastic shoelaces, using footstools to help you put your shoes on, and long handle shoe horn, which I have. And I have because I have a pair of boots that they don't zip. Oh my goodness, they're hard to get on and off. So I got a long shoehorn that I personally have used for energy because I do have to fight with those shoes. Things that you can do is like when you're weak and you're sore, you're supposed to this particular shoulder of mine is sore, so I put my shirt on this arm first, and then I put it on because you put the affected arm first. It saves energy and it saves pain, and it's just a good practice for anybody if you got soreness. And then there are tips they suggest in the kitchen, like storing items according to use, like putting most used items at waist level and then above less used items. And I think that's just good organizing too, because I can tell you there's some days that when my muscles are heavy, it's like lifting my arms, and I mean, you don't understand unless you're in it, because this, you look and you go, I don't see that. But it's like I always describe when I was having more and more symptoms, I describe having myasthenia like walking in water with lead boots on. Now, it's hard to walk in water at times. Imagine, no, not lead boots. Those vests that x-ray technicians wear that they put on to protect them for the x-rays. Having one of those on and walking. That's how it feels when you don't have that strength. I mean, if you can get that visual for me. And another thing you consider doing in the kitchen is the most used items you put on the counter. I did that for a little while, like the spices and stuff. But then I was like, now I put them in the cabinet. Yeah, I did for a while. And then I was like, okay, I can get the cabinet. I organized the cabinet. I told y'all about that, right? Yeah, I felt good about that. Plan one-dish meals, like crock pot and slow cookers. And I do that because I love soup. And I cook in my crock pot, and then I store some in my nose is itching in my mason jars and in my Tupperware, and I put them in the freezer so I can pull them out. And I know it's like, wow, these little things, but you have to be there. You can use a wheel cart for carrying things, and I do that. I have a shopping cart because I have a dumpster for my apartment. It's like way down the road, and so I put my trash in there and I wheel it to the dumpster. Or if I'm going to the grocery store, I put the cart in the car because I live on the second floor, and even though I have an elevator, I still would have to, so I put my groceries, and I put it in the car, and I take it up, and it's wonderful. I love it. So that's an energy saver for me as well. Another thing is to prep your meals using electric appliances. Well, I have a blender, a Ninja blender thing, and I use to make smoothies. And I got a hand blender and a George Foreman. I got gadgets, and they're all just not to have, but they're quick ways to make sure that I get food, that I get to eat. Because at my weakest, I cooking is not something I want to do. I just, I don't have it. And to have things that'll help ease me getting a meal is, advantageous to me. And I'm sure to other people, but these are just some of the tips that I use too to help make things easier for me and conserve energy. Um, of course, using disposable plates and forks and stuff help with cleanup. I have a dishwasher and I use it sometimes. It is so great. I don't use it all the time, but let me tell you, it is great when you get in there, and I use my energy to make a meal. And I really want to make something good, so I use more than one pot. I use bowls and all that stuff. And yeah, you're supposed to wash as you go, but I gotta pick my battle. So I get the dishes and I put them in the dishwasher, so that helps. But like day-to-day things, when I'm not cooking, I do use paper plates. I do to help minimize it. 1 cup, and those are all things that just help me conserve energy and not wear myself out, because that's very important with myasthenia gravis. I'm sharing how I get along and how I live with it. I also have written a book on my where I came from in my myasthenia crisis that I suffered, that placed me on a ventilator, and the miraculous healing and blessing of God that has me now off of the ventilator. And my book is available on Amazon and Kindle, and I think it's a great read. It's been a good day for me. I have my appointment to take care of, so I'm going to go out into cold. But, I got coats. I love coats. So it's another reason to put on a coat. So you have a great day, and I'll try to too. And if God's willing, I will see you tomorrow. So you have a good day, and show some love to somebody on hump day. Help them get over that hump. This is Lenora saying goodbye. So y'all have a great day, and I'll talk